Greetings, beautiful people. Welcome to Charlotte's Organizations of the Week. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me. I totally appreciate it. All right, gang, today's Organizations of the Week are, I picked out 5 organizations. I've done some daily TikTok Snapchats that you can check out, but I thought I would just kind of do a culmination video where I tell you about all the organizations that I talked about over the week. But number one is, the first organization that I talked about is the National Association of Black Scuba Divers. Yes, family, yes. We have our own scuba diving organization. Super excited about that. I know there are locations in cities along the oceans. I haven't really ran into any of the chapters kind of in the inland area. And so, but I really encourage you, if you're in an area and they don't have a chapter, that feel free to reach out to the national and you can start your own chapter. But there are chapters a lot of different places. You just kind of got to dig and search, and they're on Facebook, Instagram. So yeah, just find them. But yeah, check it out. And I'm going to do a whole video on scuba diving because I think it's so, oh my God, I think out of all the things you get to do outdoors, scuba diving has got to be one of the best activities in the whole wide world, really. I mean, I think because we don't really go underwater and see what's down there. It is so beautiful and it's so amazing and it's super diverse, way more diverse than what's on what's above water. And so, yeah, I really want more of us to really, partake in that activity and then really learn to enjoy it, or just discover that we really do enjoy it. So the National Association of Black Scuba Divers. All right now, fam. Okay. All right, fam. Our next organization is, I'm laughing because I talked about the wrong organization. But anyways, I'm going to talk about this. So Melon and Base Camp. And again, this is an organization, oh my God, it's for mountaineering. So when you think about the word base camp, it really has to do with you summiting mountains. And so you go to the base camp to hang out for a little while so you can acclimate yourself to the current elevation, and also so that you can kind of get yourself prepared for the next level of elevation. So base camps are pretty important. They help you stay alive. When you're out mountaineering, you just can't climb a mountain. You just can't. You got to take some time to kind of chill, acclimate, and then do the next level of climbing, because at that next level elevation, you have to deal with how your body physiologically changes and has to adjust to elevation. A lot of it has to do with how the blood is flowing through your body and how the oxygen is flowing and how you're breathing in and out. And hey, breathing means living. So you definitely want to do your business of doing base camp acclimation. But there's an organization called Melon and Base Camp, and they're really about helping people with melanin summit these major mountains. I mean, for years, we really didn't do that. And I really was very monopolized by white folks. And then it's costly too. It's not cheap to go mountaineering. And more importantly, it just takes time of training. And so, but check them out. They have organizations, again, all over the U.S. I believe they might have some international organizations as well. And if they don't have a chapter in your area, as always, create your own. You know my saying, do it yourself then. And then next organization I'm gonna talk about is called Brown Folks Fishing. Yes. First of all, we know Black folk, we fish. Many of us have been on fishing trips, or we know family members that do fishing, or people that come home fishing. My dad used to fish all the time. He used to like to go up north. And I lived in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I was growing up in Ann Arbor, Michigan. He used to go up north and he would go fishing, and he would bring back all these different kind of fish. Really a lot of really freshwater fish that you just really couldn't get nowhere else unless you went fishing up north. And so he was always so proud of that fishing. He would always threaten to take me, but he never did. But I do remember every time he would bring fish back, we would have to scale it, right? Which is like, but now looking back, he's not here anymore. But I can appreciate that experience in terms of just scaling those fish and really appreciating that that's food that came from the waters, and that, he had to spend a little time and energy to, he was being a gatherer hunter, so to speak. And so, yeah, so Brown Folks Fishing is an organization for brown folks to fish. Teaching us different things about fishing, how to navigate different types of lakes and ponds. Hopefully not no ponds, but maybe oceans. Just different areas where you go fishing, where you go different areas of water where you go fishing, and also just how to throw your fishing pole, and what kind of bait do you want to use, and even what kind of fishing pole you want to use, and how to dress for doing fishing, in terms of the kind of boots you're going to wear. And sometimes people wear those like rubber overhauls, so brown folks fishing, they do a lot. They're really about education, and they're really about community, and they're about fishing, which is a really amazing activity. I really do. I mean, I think it's really wonderful. Okay, so check them out. Again, if there's not a chapter in your area, make it your business to start one. Hello. Yep. All right, next, Black Girls Hike. I just talked about Latinx hikes. Black Girls Hike, another organization that has this organization is relatively new. I'm not sure, maybe 5 to 7 years old, but they have spread like wildflowers. And I mean, there are Black women all over the world that are hiking. They're like another organization that I'll talk about next week. And but yeah, Black Girls Hike. Let's do it, y'all. We're putting on our backpacks, we're putting on our mountain, we're putting on our boots, and we're getting out there, and it's just beautiful. I don't know about y'all, but when I am out in nature with a whole bunch of brown folk, I just feel like this is where I belong. Like, yeah, like all day, every day. Yep. Don't want to leave. Don't want to let them go. Yeah. So anyways, brown girl. Black Girls, I check them out. And the next organization is Get Out, Stay Out. No, I'm kidding. I'm not telling you to get out and stay out. That's the name of the organization. It's called Get Out, Stay Out. And it's a Latino organization. It's really about ensuring the community, particularly young kids, get into nature. I think it's Vamos Afuera. And that means get out, stay out. And in my broken Spanglish. And they really do amazing work, and they really are about encouraging, underserved, youth that just really don't ever get the opportunity. A lot of times, youth that just don't really get the opportunity to do these type of activities because, their mamas and their daddies just working their butts off to the point where they just don't really have a lot of time and energy to really take their kids to do these types of stuff, you know what I mean? And or they just don't have the inclination for whatever reason, or it might be just financial. And also, I think that it's important to understand that so many young kids are in situations where they don't see anything outside of their neighborhood. They have no concept of what's outside of the neighborhood besides what's on the internet. And even that, there's a dissociation for them. So the opportunity to kind of take them out of the hood or take them out of rural areas and really allow them to see the world from a different perspective and lens is amazing. So stay out, get out. You're doing great work. If there's not one in your town, you better make it your business to start one, because our youth deserve to be recommuned with nature. Okay, I'm just preaching this Sunday, honey. I got a preaching bold in my Sunday. Thank you guys for joining me for my organizations you should know about this week. And I appreciate your time as always and your energy. I will see you in my next installment next Sunday. And take good care of yourself. Have a beautiful week. And I'll see you outdoors. Peace and love, family.